am checking in for my monthly favorites for the month of September. Sorry I'm so late, guys. First of all, check it out. You got a new background to stare at. I didn't want you guys to get bored looking at the same old white background with my little generic salt lamp on there. So I decided to switch it up. So now you're kind of looking at the altar for now. Let's see how this new spot does. I don't know how it's going to do because it's a lot of blue in here and gray undertones and it's really cool. I'm hoping the candlelight will counter it, but we'll see how my camera does with this. So the month of September, I was looking forward to this month so much because it's my birthday month, you know? Everybody looks forward to that. And it kind of, there was a lot of, how do we say this? A lot of what the fuck moments, and then there was other moments that were just like, hell yeah, you know? It was crazy, crazy mix of like a balance, you know? Those moments where you're like, what the hell is going on? This is not what I signed up for. And then there were other moments where it was like, oh hell yeah, this is, yes, this is awesome. So there was a lot of that. September felt like a month of like balance. It was like give and take and give. It was really strange, kind of a strange month really, which was kind of a bummer because like I said, it was my birthday, you know? It was supposed to be so awesome and everything's just supposed to be so great, and it's my birthday, I'll cry if I want to, okay? But I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And then towards the end of September, you know, actually just a couple of days ago, we got nailed with the hurricane. So I would have probably gotten this video up a lot sooner if it wasn't for Hurricane Rosa. We were not right in the middle of it, but we got kind of like the tail of it. So, and still that was enough to dump quite a lot of rain on us. And it was really awesome, not gonna lie, in a way, because we really needed the rain. Like, the desert was so dry, it's unbelievably dry. We just didn't get any rain during our monsoon season at all. And then all of a sudden we got like a 2-year supply of rain dumped on us. It was crazy. It was crazy, not gonna lie. I'm like, I was at work and the electricity started going off and they sent us all home. So it was like literally a rain day. We took the day off and went home. And let me tell you, that drive home was like the scariest drive I have ever driven in my life. Not gonna do that again. Okay, so one of my first favorites that I have to share is something that I treated myself. And it was funny because I was talking to one of my Instagram followers and we're talking about how Instagram enables us. And this is a perfect example of how I did it. I kept seeing this book pop up on everybody's feed. I kept seeing pictures of it and everything, and I was just like, what is that? I have to have it. It's completely gorgeous. So I looked into it and I was just like, you know what, that's it, I'm ordering it. Got mine off of Amazon. So pretty easy to find. This is the illustrated Herbiary. So it's basically Guidance and Rituals for 36 Bewitching Botanicals by Mata Toll. So basically, this is kind of like more or less an oracle deck, but the book, your little white book, is gay fancy, okay? So let's talk about the book first. It's got this beautiful foiling on it. It's so gorgeous. When you open it up, it's got this amazing print that's just so pretty. And the books, the pages are full color. It is delicious. It is decadent. So witchy, eye-popping magic here. I'm literally just like, the colors for each card, you know, you pull the card and then you go to the page and you read what the message is based on that card. And it's all herb and tree. So you got all of that hedge witch type of magic. If you're really into that, this is definitely something that I would check out if you love your herbs. Also, if you're very much into journaling. If you're into journaling and you want some prompts, this is a good one. This is some good for internal work, you know, on your own as well. Journal prompts and stuff like that. So if you're that type of witch who can drop in there and write out a ton of stuff, this is the book to check out. It's simply breathtaking. eye porn. Literally eye porn. It's so pretty. Oh, I love this mugwort with the dream catcher and the feathers and everything. Oh, it's just beautiful. Stunner, stunner. And the cards, you know, the stock is probably a little on the flimsy side, but it does have that really pretty backing to it, and the pictures are just like what's in the book. They're gorgeous. The art is gorgeous. It's eye-popping. It's bold. It is non-apologetic. It's right in your face, and it's just beautiful. I'm literally sitting here going, I wonder if I can go and have these cards laminated, because that would make them a little bit more like, you know, a little more substantial kind of. And I'm just like, that would be interesting. Probably expensive, but interesting. Maybe. We'll think about that one. But yeah, I really like that book. It's so pretty, you guys. If you're looking for something that, you know, is like a little bit of a treat, it wasn't that expensive at all. It's not going to break your Witchy bank account. I originally thought it would be like, you know, the good old Cunningham book, but no, it's not. It's very much like, kind of like a journal prompt / oracle deck. It's too cute, you guys. Don't pass it up. So as I mentioned, it was the month of my birthday. I got a couple of presents from friends and I wanted to share them. One of them is this amazing print that I got from one of my best friends who has been my friend since high school, literally like a century ago. And we're still friends, and she gets me, man. She really gets me. And I'm like, as soon as I got the package in the mail, it was just full of so much stuff. And then this was right on top. So when I pulled it out, I was like, what could this be? You know, and I'm like, it's a print. I know that, but I don't know what it is. And I pretty much just barely pulled it out, and I saw the feet, and I knew immediately what it was, because I can't tell you how many times I have stared at this picture and just been like, that right there is a badass witch. That right there is goals. And I'm just completely in love with it. I have always been in love with it. I already went on a search to find a picture frame for it, and I believe I found one, but it's an actual like shadow box. The only bad thing is it's very ornate, kind of Victorian, Gothic-y looking. Of course I'm gonna get that one, you guys. Come on, you know me. But it's white, and I'm like, I have to paint it black. But I really want the shadow box so I can add like a little cauldron in there, and some crystals, and like some crow or raven feathers, and maybe a claw in there. You know, it has to be snazzed up. So yeah. But yes, isn't that amazing? I'm like, ah, man, she gets me. And it was so funny. I love you so much, Dolly. Love you. You are such a good friend to me. And I'm like, it was so funny. All I had saw were her feet and like the cauldron flames, and I knew exactly what it was. It was hilarious. And then I met with another one of my friends, a really close friend, who she had made a trip to Yellowstone, and she thought about me. This just blows my mind that my friends can be out and about and they think about me, and they're just like, I'm gonna get some of those for my witchy friend. And I'm like, here she was in the middle of Yellowstone, pulling these little stones out of a lake or a river that was there. And I believe it's obsidian. I think it might be snowflake obsidian. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not exactly like, you know, a scientist who can identify all those stones. I wish I was, but I'm guessing more than likely Yellowstone. I'm thinking it's obsidian or snowflake obsidian. Either way, it's a beautiful gift. She and her boyfriend were picking these out of the river, and they were thinking about me. They were meant for me. So I'm like, these are all the way from Yellowstone and in my hot little witchy hand. And I'm like, that's freaking amazing. I have like the bestest friends ever, I swear. And I'm like, one of the other things that I've been using a lot, oh, this is so ghetto witch right here. But it's in a Ziploc baggie, okay? I haven't put it in a cute jar yet, okay? this gigantic smudge stick that I've had for quite some time, and I have a tendency to just break pieces off of it. This one, I've been breaking off the pieces. I have a little baggie here. Oh, you know. But I'm like, I really have been digging this one this month just to kind of like cleanse and protect. That seems to be the theme of the month. I saved the little tag because I wanted to remember exactly what was in that smudge stick. So it's called the Sacred Sage 5-Star Wand filled with 5 aromatic herbs. I'm telling you this because this is a recipe that you guys could do. I could literally pull these herbs off of my shelf and make, you know, this mix. So what it is it's sweetgrass, lavender, white sage, cedar, and copal. So that is a basic smudge stick right there, but it's a powerhouse 5-star wand right there. This is actually by Native Sage Wands, handcrafted in Arizona. So I'm like, if you want to, I imagine you could probably Google that and find them if you really wanted to, but I had just bought it at like what do we call it? It's like a vitamin shop slash herbal shop or whatever. It's a little more mom and pop, not as mainstream as Vitamin Shop. And I'm like, I just happened to find it in there one day and I bought it. I think it was only like $5 or $6. And I'm like, the damn thing is huge. And I'm like breaking pieces off of it. I'm all, girl, you need to use that. So I'm like, yeah. Now we are entering the Witchy crush zone. Yes, that's right, you guys. I have a crush on the WoodLand Hag. I'm gonna mention her channel because her videos are freaking amazing. You're basically going through the forest, walking along with her, and she's pointing out different magics and stuff like that, you know, mushroom magic and tree magic, and she talks about deities and stuff like that. It's just, her channel is completely enchanting, and I'm like, it was the place that I went to this month when things were getting kind of crazy and kind of hectic and just really weird and negative. And I'm like, I found a bit of reprieve, a bit of sanctuary in her videos because it's just so beautiful. And I think part of the reason was because it's, you know, she's walking through the forest, it's beautiful, it's green, it's, you know, moss dripping off of trees and stuff. And I'm like, as a person who's stuck in Arizona and we deal with cactuses, I'm like, what is moss? You know? And this time of year, all desert dwellers kind of get a little like twitchy because we want to be outside, but we can't because we'll die. But it's so hot, it's triple digits. It's just barely cooling off right now. And I'm like, I cannot wait to take you guys outside. That is one thing that I haven't done in a long time, simply because it's too hot. It's too extreme, much of an extreme weather here to take you outside. So I'm like, I'm looking forward to being able to go outside and take you guys along. Totally. So I'm like, if you know, I'm sitting here basically mentioning this channel, I'm gonna link it below, and I'm gonna cross my fingers because right before I recorded this, I think I clicked on her channel just to make sure I had her name right. And I'll go ahead and link it below just to make sure. For some reason, her channel was not listing her videos. Like, she put all of her videos as private, and I'm not quite sure why or what's going on. I'm praying and hoping that her channel comes back and that all those videos are able to be viewed, because it was a slice of peace and just a slice of magic that my soul was craving. I'm not even gonna lie.